Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Anyway, today's video, we're gonna do another crunchy one. I have some homemade guacamole. I made it. I have some hot salsa right here. This is from a local restaurant that it is my favorite Mexican restaurant. It's right up the street from my house and they have spectacular food and their hot salsa is like the best I've ever tasted. And I also have some queso dip right here. So we're gonna do some queso salsa, guacamole, and some chips. And you gotta have your jarritos. When you have your Mexican food, I didn't want to like have a margarita, although I could have had a margarita, but I didn't want to, so we're gonna have some jarritos, and this is my favorite flavor. This is the tamarindo. It's the best. Oh yeah. So as you can hear, there's some planes. I don't know how to stop the planes. We live close to an airport and we just don't have the best house for ASMR. I told my husband that he needs to build me a studio because, gosh darn it, freaking planes every single time. So anyway, I'm so excited for this video because of this salsa. This is like my favorite salsa in the entire world. It's so good. It's really spicy today. Sometimes it's not as spicy, but sometimes it's like, just depends on the jalapenos or the chilies that they use. All right, you guys, some homemade guacamole. Very good. You know, I make good guacamole. I make it for people at work all the time. Like whenever we have avocados that are about to turn like too soft, I will take the case and I will cut them all and cut all the brown spots off. And then make the rest into guacamole for everybody and fry up some fresh tortilla chips. These chips are also from the restaurant. I have to give them a shout out. It's Cantina Laredo. And I think it's a chain, I think. But it is just the best. It's like upscale. It's kind of expensive. They charged me $10 for like a cup of salsa and some fresh chips. Now, when you order like a to-go order from there, they give you the chips and salsa free. And of course, when you eat there, they give you the chips and salsa free. And they also make a cool salsa, which is more like fresh cilantro and like the typical salsa that you're probably used to. But this one, it just has like roasted chilies and like it's just, the flavor is so intense and smoky. It's so good. So I always order that. And then this queso dip. This is just store-bought. I didn't make it or anything. But it's not bad. So Cantina Laredo, they've been around for a while and they do like some deals. Just shoot me for real. They do some deals like ladies night is Thursday and like if you eat at the bar in the lounge area, they do like deals on tacos and stuff. But my favorite that I always would order when I would go there was the tacos al carbon. And it was just basically like, I think it was flour tortillas. I like corn tortillas better, but they had flour tortillas and they soaked them in sort of like a red sauce, just real quick. And then they threw them on the char grill, so they got the grill marks. And they did like their marinated steak inside, or you could do chicken, but I always did steak. And that was it. And then they serve it with like cilantro and onions on the side. Holy crap, it was like the best taco. The steak was just incredible. It was tender. And it was just so good. I love this restaurant. I'm like, they have really good margaritas. Their house margaritas are delicious. Just like all fresh juice and like lime juice. They don't use like sour mix. And during COVID, which I thought was really cool, you could get like a gallon or a half gallon of their house margaritas to go in like a pouch. And it was so perfect and great because you could like take it home, because you couldn't eat anywhere because all the restaurants were closed to the public like eating, but they would do to-go orders, and you could get their food and you could get margaritas to go in like a gallon. And it was awesome. It would last like a couple of days, and their margaritas were so good. It's also my favorite restaurant to go like after the beach. Go have a margarita, some chips and salsa. They make outstanding guacamole too. Their guacamole is so delicious. They do it tableside, so it's just really good. Everything I've ever had from there is so good and flavorful. They make like a pork carnitas taco. Well, they make regular carnitas and then they do a taco with the carnitas. Holy crap, it's so good. Everything. I think Mexican is my favorite food. Their chips are so light and like crispy. They're just perfect. So this is the best soda. Oh. My friend Isabel and I have been buying the Jarritos and bringing it to work, like buying like 6 of them at a time and bringing it to work and just having them. And like I said, I never drink soda, but the last couple months we've been drinking so much soda. So it's making me gain weight. All the sugar, not good. So what's new with you guys? Anything? How are you? Hope you're all doing great. We're about to enter 2024. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. And I have to work. I have to work New Year's Eve and then New Year's Day as well. And we have events and everything going on. So I have to work both days. And then I think I have Tuesday off. But yeah, my gosh, we're just about to enter our busy season down here in Florida. It's like really busy in the winter because all the people come to Florida for the winter and just enjoy the beaches and the sunshine. And thank goodness, excuse me, the soda. Thank goodness the beaches are kind of like back in order a little bit for the people to come down and enjoy, because after last year's hurricane, we had Hurricane Ian last year, and it destroyed us. It destroyed Fort Myers. It destroyed Sanibel. It destroyed everywhere. It was just just to see. It's like if you remember Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans years ago, it was like that, but for us. And it was so awful to see. And everybody, so many people like lost their homes, and they got displaced, and it's such a horrible thing. And fortunately, I did not. Like, my husband and I, we were okay, and we were in an area where we were affected, but we didn't get affected by flooding. We just got affected by the winds and the rain and everything. And a lot of the high-rise buildings where we were, they lost their roofs. So like all of the rain came in from the top floor and then just permeated down each floor. So even if you were in a high-rise, if the roof came off, your condo or whatever was damaged, because once the rain came in, then it started to get mold and everything. And so it's a nightmare, and people are still they're still like displaced and living other places, and they have to pay a lot of money to fix up their houses, and it's horrible. I mean, we were fortunate. We moved out of where we were, and we moved into this house a year ago, and right after like a couple months after the hurricane, we left. And luckily our place wasn't damaged, so we were able to sell it quite quickly. And then we moved in here, and this place needed a little bit of work. It needed a new roof, but they put new roofs and everything. So but a lot of people are still hurting and suffering from the loss that they had. And it's just really sad, and your heart breaks for everybody. People have such amazing attitudes, and like they're resilient, and they just bounce back, and they say, well, as long as we're alive and as long as we can move forward and rebuild. And it's really just an amazing thing what happens, and people kind of like rally together and help each other out, which is such an amazing thing. So, but it was a bad one. I've been down here almost 30 years in Florida, and that was the worst hurricane I've ever seen. It was the worst. I mean, I went through Hurricane Charlie. I went through Hurricane Irma. All of them were bad, but this one was like just the most devastating. So, thank God for God, Oh, this salsa is so freaking good. Spicy. I love spicy foods, but sometimes they don't agree with me. Oh yeah. So refreshing. So good. This is my friend Debbie's favorite thing. Her and I always go to Canteen Laredo. Her son John loves it too. And when he comes down to visit, we always go to Cantina. And we always get guacamole, and we always get usually tortilla soup. They just make everything really good here. Their enchiladas are really good. The last time I was there, you guys, I had a margarita, and it was It was called El Diamante. I'll put up a picture of it. Oops. So you guys can see it, but it was so delicious. It was like made with like this really nice tequila. I don't even know what it was, remember the name of it, but it had a diamond ice cube, just one big huge diamond ice cube, and it was on like just in a little rocks glass with just the one ice cube, and it was just like so good. It reminded me of the skinny margaritas that I make at home. The Skinny Girl margaritas is my favorite. Just like white tequila, silver tequila, and triple sec, and a fresh lime juice. Oh my God, excuse me. The stupid soda. But it's my favorite margarita. And they're like not that bad for you either. You just can't drink too many of them because they're really strong. But the El Diamante margarita at Cantina Laredo was $30. My husband was like, oh my God. He's like, get it. If you want it, get it. Just drink it. So. I like the little ones. The little chips. And he quit drinking. He quit drinking like 3 years ago. So he's doing really good, and he's always my designated driver. Well, I would like to keep going and eat all of this, but I need to eat dinner in like 3 hours, so I need to stop. And so I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. Cheers. Please subscribe to my channel. Please comment down below anything you like. If you want to see me, what you want to see me eat next. And thumbs up, give me some likes. I appreciate all of it, and it'll help me and my channel to grow. So thank you guys so much, and I love you, and we will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.